Let's do this. Hey there, Myra. I think I could hear your voice somewhere, huh?
Hello, Dan. How are you?
Oh, this is so nice having another person on here, so I'm not listening to myself, and people can listen to other people. You feel comfortable over there speaking over there, right?
Well, as comfortable as I'm gonna get. This is the second go around, so we'll see. We'll see
What's
how well I do.
what's new with you?
Oh, we celebrated MLK Day yesterday, so there was no school, no work for some of us, so that was nice. It was an extra day off to celebrate the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King
Gotcha.
Jr. Yeah.
Did you did you do anything fun?
No, I did not.
Nope.
Is that
Nope.
your answer? Is that your answer? You didn't do anything fun. All
Nope.
right. All right, let's get this thing started. My irritation level is pretty high today. It's all right.
Welcome to the Where's the Focus podcast. WTF is an entertaining yet educational ride with top guests from every industry. Knowing where your focus goes, your energy flows. Hosted by top-selling author, sought-after speaker, leading coach, and high-level executive in the financial industry, Daniel Manginelli. So, WTF?
That was me. You know that? That's the high guy there. That's you got it, Myra?
Wow, that's quite a bio. I like it.
Welcome back to the WTF Where's the Focus
Be
podcast.
quiet.
Well, that wasn't very nice, Myra.
Sorry.
Okay. Well, I did have a really good guest today, like a guest a game changer guest, where people would have known who that person was, and they canceled.
Oh, wait, it wasn't me?
It wasn't you, but I guess I just don't have enough juice here on the WTF to have people want to stick. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry for that, people.
I'm sorry.
Do not be sorry. Be better.
Well, I couldn't agree with you more there, Mara. I think I just need to be better. So it's just me and you. And
That's all right.
not much preparation here on the WTF when you thought you had a guest and you had everything written out and you showered and I did my hair. I did my hair. You like it?
I love it. All of that hair. Yes.
All seven of
done.
them are in place. So I'm a little kind of annoyed today, and not just because the guest, just I can't pinpoint it. Just frustrated. I had a tad bit of kind of irritation of everyone. Ever have that way where just everybody seems to irritate you in some way?
More days than I can count. Absolutely. Yes.
Do I contribute to that most of the time?
A few times
A day.
out of the week. I was going to say a few times out of the week. No, absolutely. I think we all feel that way one time or another. Just frustrated. Don't even know who you're frustrated at.
Don't even have, I mean, it's January 16th, and maybe because that's it, I expected all my goals that I wrote to kind of start kicking in and take better shape and they haven't. And I trashed my diet on Saturday. That's great, you know. It's 2 weeks into the year, and I'm sticking to the plan like I said to for my business, and no magic appearance from anything has came to fruition yet. And so you kind of feel me, right?
I'm in the same boat. I crashed my diet on Sunday too. And like you said, you put in those 2 weeks, but Rome wasn't built in a day.
Yeah. So I had to do some, somewhat of soul searching and kind of know that irritation is kind of a natural emotion and we feel it and it's okay. And I guess we can acknowledge it. But the important part is kind of not letting it control my actions and the reactions, which is really hard when someone asks you a question, you just want to be really pissed off. So I'm going to focus on kind of understanding why I feel irritated in the first place. And I found that I think that my expectations don't align with reality. When you talk about screwing up our diet, my expectations of the things I believe that should be happening now, or just people in general, just don't align with reality. And it's kind of leading to my frustration. And I have to be kind of flexible and adapt to all this and allow some room for the unexpected twists and turns. But, I just embracing a mindset of acceptance is hard. And that's the part that reduces the irritation. So I can't let it cloud my judgment for today, because even though my guest is gone and I just have Myra here, I do know that one day doesn't deem my whole diet. That's true. And 2 weeks doesn't make my year, but I could still be a little pissed off. I do know this, Myra, that laughter is kind of the best medicine. So how about you tell me a joke?
A joke?
Give me a joke.
Wait, you want me to tell you a joke? You're the dad. Shouldn't you have the dad jokes on point,
Yeah,
like
I
up
don't,
your
but
sleeve, ready to go?
I don't, let me think. No,
Okay,
I'm
let
not
me
thinking,
tell you a
okay,
joke. It'll
hit
be a
me.
mom joke since I am a
Okay,
mom.
hit me a mom joke.
What do you call a bear with no teeth?
A bear with no teeth. What do you call a bear with no teeth?
A gummy bear. No, gummy.
Wait,
Get it?
I think hold on a second. I
Can
think
I
I
get
got
some
something.
laughter? Yes.
Yeah,
The perfect mom joke.
that is the perfect mom joke. Let's see if I don't have a joke, but I got a funny story, I think. Now that we were talking about this, I got a great funny story. So, you know, as well as people that follow me on Instagram, if you don't know, I go for a walk with my daughter every Saturday, right? Right.
Yes.
Yes,
Starbucks
you do.
walk.
There you go. So my Starbucks walk, and the Starbucks walk, I have to walk past, it's a strip mall. You know, strip malls that are there, they have all the kinds of foods in the courts and everything that's there. And when I was walking by, this was probably about, I don't know, school was still in, so it was before they got out of school. There's a Panda Express there. And I felt that, let's give this a shot. So I told my daughter, I go, do you know the story about Panda Express? And she goes, no, what are you talking about, Dad? I go, no, you really don't know the story? I mean, how don't you know the story? And she said, Dad, I don't know the story. So, and again, she's 10, right? So I said, did you know that because Panda Express, it's Chinese food, that they train pandas when they're really young how to cook the food in the back? And she said, come on, Dad. I go, no, you don't understand. The pandas, they take them from China and they bring them to each of the Panda Expresses, and they're in the back and they learn from a young age how to cook. And that's why it's called Panda Express. And she still didn't believe me. And I said, listen, let's go. We're going to go inside Panda Express right now as we're walking by it. We'll go in the back. And she knows that I've done some crazy things that I would have done it. And she goes, no, that's fine. But then she started, as we kept step after step, like, really, Dad? Really, Dad? Are you sure? And I wholeheartedly in. My chips are all in that pandas are cooking this. So we go to Starbucks. She gets sugar rushed up like I usually do on Saturdays, because that's what good dads do, is give their kids a whole bunch of sugar. And we walked back, completely forgot. Fast forward to the next day. She comes home and says, I think that I might be in trouble, Dad. And I said, why would you think you'd be in trouble? And she said, well, at recess, I told my friends the story about the pandas and how they cook in the back at Panda Express. And they didn't believe me. And I told them that my dad told me and he was going to take me back there. And the pandas, they cook it. And that's why it's called Panda Express. They still didn't believe it. So when we went back into class, they told my teacher the story. And she said, obviously, that's not true. You probably need to talk to your dad. Because I forgot, right? So again, fast forward, she comes home. I get home from work, and she says to me, Dad, teacher said to me that the pandas don't cook at Panda Express, and you were just having fun with me. And I, obviously, as any dad, good dad would do, I said to her, your teacher's
Your
totally
teacher's
wrong.
lying.
Your teacher's absolutely wrong. I need you to go back and ask your teacher if she's ever been in the back of Panda Express. Has she watched them cook at Panda Express? She doesn't know either, because it's kind of a kept secret, because they can't let the pandas out, right? It's a food place, so they have to keep them in the back. So your teacher probably doesn't even know the secret of Panda Express. And then obviously my wife said, you got to stop doing that stuff, because she's going to get kicked out of school. You can't tell your daughter that
But I
pandas
love that you
cook.
were sticking with it. Like,
Oh,
nope.
I was all in, man. I mean,
Yeah.
like, we're going down with the ship, sister. Those
down with
pandas
the
are back there. Those pandas are back there with the Szechuan chicken. You don't understand. They're walking it up back there, just making me chicken. It's a funny story.
Pandas. That's hilarious. I love
You
that.
like that? So you probably didn't know that the pandas cook there
I
at Panda
didn't.
Express.
No, I'm going to tell my children the same story. See how that goes.
Your kids might be as gullible as mine, that I could convince someone that pandas are cooking there. I don't know what possessed me to do that. See, that's kind of dad I am. Just to walk by a restaurant and tell
That's
someone
fun.
that they're panda. That's fun. Yeah.
It's fun.
Well, if anybody else was feeling like we did a few minutes ago, it might be okay. We all get a tad bit pissy every now and then, but you can't control all the small mishaps that happen. So take a breath, step back, gain perspective, and tell yourself a joke. or have someone else. I don't know about the gummy bear one, but
It's a great joke.
it is a great joke. Or you know what you could do? You can head to Panda Express and ask if you can see the pandas in the back.
Be able to let you in.
We have, the reason why she believes me on half that stuff is like we've walked in people's backyards that she like said, you can't do that. And I'm like, no. They said we can go swimming. We're just going to go in their backyard.
Oh my gosh.
I've talked her into like walking down through people's side house.
That's crazy. That's nuts.
So she kind of knows when I threaten to do something that is possible, that it could happen. Well, thanks for taking me and putting me in a better mood, my.
You're welcome. Yeah, that was nice. I mean, and it's all about how, one little thing can turn your day around. I love that.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I feel better now that, we had our little therapy session and I explained my panda. And, the gummy bear thing wasn't all that
It wasn't
bad.
awful.
It wasn't awful. I mean, it wasn't great. It wasn't awful. Until next week, my WTFers, find some happiness this week. Smile more. And as always...
WTF.
As always, WTF? I guess not. And as always, have fun. Even I screw this up. Have fun and make dreams come true.
Wishes far from